La, 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 la. No, I don't like that song. We wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. Christmas is about telling stories, isn't it? So let's talk about stories today. To the reader from the author. Before you move on, let me tell you just a few things. Give you a small map in case you get lost. What you are about to read, or in your case here, was written over many years, a little bit at a time, and addressed to friends, family, a religious community, and myself, with no thought of publication in book form. I don't know what to call it. I think of it as my stuff, a written report about what goes on in my head in life. A part of this, the part about what I learned in kindergarten, was passed around the country until it took on a life of its own. One day, it was sent home from school in the knapsack of a child whose mother is a literary agent, and she wrote to me. Did I have anything else I had written? Well, yeah. And one thing led to another in a Wonderland sort of way, which kind of goes along with the season. So here's more stuff in a book, pretty much as it was written. I did change some names and facts and to protect those who are either innocent or crabby, or both. And another thing, there are contradictions in here. You may be reading along and think, did he just say the opposite of that a few pages back? Yes. It's just that I seem to hold in my head some mutually exclusive notions. For example, it is true that the unexamined life is not worth living, and true that ignorance is bliss, and so on. I haven't made up my mind about everything yet. What else to tell you? Well, read a little bit at a time. There is no hurry and no resolution of the plot at the end. Read it a little. I already read that. Finally, I should tell you that I have an official storyteller's license. A friend made it up and taped it to the wall over my desk. This license gives me permission to use my imagination in rearranging my experience to improve a story, so long as it serves some notion of truth. It also contains the storyteller's creed. I believe that imagination is stronger than knowledge. That myth is more potent than history, that dreams are more powerful than facts, that hope always triumphs over experience, that laughter is the only cure for grief, and I believe that love is stronger than death. I have tried very hard not to write anything that would cause my license to be revoked. So let's start, shall we? Don't worry, I'm not going to read the whole book to you. This goes along with the cuckoo clock story. So each spring, for many years, I have set myself the task of writing a personal statement of belief, a credo. When I was younger, the statement ran for many pages, trying to cover every base, with no loose ends. It sounded like a Supreme Court brief, as if words could resolve all conflicts about the meaning of existence. The credo has grown shorter in recent years, sometimes cynical, sometimes comical, sometimes bland. But I keep working at it. Recently, I set out to get the statement of personal belief down to one page in simple terms, fully understanding the naive idealism that implied. The inspiration for brevity came to me as a gasoline station. I managed to fill an old car's tank with super deluxe high-octane Go Juice. My old hoopie couldn't handle it and got the willies. Kept sputtering out at intersections and belching going downhill. I understood. My mind and my spirit get like that from time to time. Too much high content information and I get the existential willies. Keep sputtering out at intersections where life choices must be made, and I either know too much or not enough. The examined life is no picnic. I realize then that I already know most of what's necessary to live a meaningful life. that it isn't all that complicated. I know it. And I have known it for a long, long time. Living it, well, that's another matter, yes? So here's my credo. And you guys all are very familiar with this, I'm sure, or many of you are. All I really need to know about how to live and what to do and how to be, I learned in kindergarten. Wisdom was not at the top of the graduate school mountain, but there in the sand pile at Sunday school. These are the things I learned. Share everything. Play fair. Don't hit people. Put things back where you found them. Clean up your own mess. Don't take things that aren't yours. Say you're sorry when you hurt somebody. Wash your hands before you eat. Flush. Warm cookies and cold milk are good for you. Live a balanced life. Learn some and think some and draw and paint and sing and dance and play and work every day some. Take a nap every afternoon. When you go out into the world, watch out for traffic, hold hands, and stick together. Be aware of wonder. Remember the little seed in the styrofoam cup. The roots go down and the plant goes up. And nobody really knows how or why, but we're all like that. Goldfish and hamsters and white mice and even the little seed in the styrofoam cup, they all die. So do we. And then remember the Dick and Jane books and the first word you learned, the biggest word of all. Look. Everything you need to know is in there somewhere. The golden rule and love and basic sanitation, ecology and politics and equality, and sane living. Take one of those items and extrapolate it into sophisticated adult terms and apply it to your family, life, or your work, or your government, or your world. And it holds true and clear and firm. Think what a better world it would be if we all, the whole world, had cookies and milk about 3 o'clock every afternoon and lay down with our blankies for a nap. Or if all government had a basic policy to always put things back where they found them and to clean up their own mess. And it is still true, no matter how old you are, when you go out into the world, it is best to hold hands and stick together. So Merry Christmas to you all. I'm Chloe. Nice to meet you. Thanks for joining me today for Christmas. So lately you've been seeing me in my videos by myself. It's because I don't really have many visitors. But wait a minute. Thought I heard something. Was that a wolf? Is there a wolf outside? Did I see a dragon?
I don't know what a dragon is.
Was there a dragon? Oh my God! We have Silver Star and we have Wolf joining me today. Yay! Come on into the video.
I want to wear this with you.
Yeah, it's the newlyweds.
Hi guys.
How long has it been since you've seen this one in my videos?
Hey!
It's been a long, long time. Here, I can scoot
Not
over.
at all
I
on
can
this couch.
scoot over. So today, Sea Dog is here too, but unfortunately he doesn't want to be a part of the videos and he is downstairs right now changing my license plates on my car because I got some new license plates. Because apparently in Minnesota they give you new license plates about every 7 years, and it's a totally different number on my car now, so that kind of confused me.
Must be a recent thing, because Sea-Dog said that his car, he's had it for like 9 years and he's got the same plates.
Maybe not, well, he hasn't changed his tabs for a couple years either, he said.
That's very true.
So, do you remember years ago in 2021 where I made a video called Musicals and Giggles? With Sea Dog.
Okay, we got a little goofy there.
Well, that's why I named this one Stories and Laughter, because I figured we all have stories that are funny.
Trick or treat, smell my feet.
Sea Dog.
Trick or treat.
How about Sea Dog?
Trick or treat, smell my feet.
It's Christmas, not Halloween.
So I figured we all have stories that we can all share and everybody can get a good laugh out of it. So have you thought of any stories that you wanted to share with me today? With us? Don't touch my shoulder. Thank you.
Bad news.
What?
I couldn't get the back one off.
Oh no. But you got the front one off?
I had the tool for the back one. I think those screws are either too rusted or
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I might need to get that professionally done.
Okay. Well, thank you for
But
your
the
help.
front one's on. I don't know if it's illegal to have two separate plates on, but
Well, I don't plan on driving it anywhere until I can get that other one fixed, so.
okay.
Appreciate it. Where'd you put the other one? Back in my car?
Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you. Even if you don't want to be on camera, do you have any funny stories you want to share?
No, I'm not funny. I'm not funny.
They're funny looking.
I was just about to say that.
Dad will definitely agree with you on that one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know, because I ain't ugly.
No, you've got ugliosis.
No, it's ugly neosis.
Ugly neosis, whatever it is. So, Silver Star, do you have any stories that you want to share that might...
I'll tell you
people's
what, if
spirits?
anybody actually comes up with a disease called ugly neosis, I'm copywriting that right now, here on camera. I'm
It only
who said
takes
it first,
$69
yo.
to copyright something. I looked it up the other day.
I'm the first one to say it, okay? I said it first, so y'all better pay me if you want to say that word.
Okay. Any stories?
That whole exchange just made my mind go blank.
Oh, goodness. How about your Frey Wolf? Do you got any stories? Any funny stories to
Come on,
share?
honey, you gotta
Not
have
that I can think
something.
of.
Something from high school, maybe?
Don't really remember high school.
What about that time you made your teacher those coconut things?
That's more of a heartwarming one. But
Kind of funny.
I still think Sea Dog should do his trademark. Sea Dog.
You know he's not gonna.
It was part of the first one.
It was funny. We were laughing for 10 minutes when he did that.
You think I should tell a story about the chicken?
Oh, go yes. Oh, the chicken, you brought it up. No, you have to.
Well, you guys all know the story about the Vicodin because you've seen the video, and if you haven't, go watch it. I think I titled it "High on Vicodin." Before I get into the story about the chicken, just so you guys know, with my shoulder, it has been hurting very, very much. I have started physical therapy. Just giving you a quick update here. Have started physical therapy on my shoulder, and been doing the exercises at home. And when I was reading through the paperwork for the FMLA, I noticed that the doctor said I can't go back to work until March. So I made an appointment to see him in January, and hopefully he will allow me to go back to work in January. Still waiting to hear back from Workman's Comp to find out how much I'll get paid. But in the meantime, I'm only making what little money I have because I had taken a couple vacation days, so I still have at least one more paycheck from my job to catch up on, and then after that it's going to be Workman's Comp until I can go back to work. So I'm rationing my money a lot right now, which is why I'm not driving around too much. But so that's my update. The fracture is actually right here. I did get to see a picture of it. He tickled me. The fracture is actually right here, even though today it's hurting up here. So I don't know what that's all about. But the story about the chicken. Please keep in mind I was only 19 when this happened. Newly married. Clary, would you stop laughing? I can't get through it. Clary was just a baby, okay?
Over my nose, too. Your nose.
Still in the high chair.
And Sea Dog didn't exist yet.
And see, well, neither did Silver Star. So at the time, my children's father and I were living in a trailer house in Rockford, Minnesota. And he had asked me, he was working full time and I was staying at home at the time because Clary was small, was just a baby, so I stayed home. And at the time he told me to put the chicken out. So, okay. And let's keep in mind, we had a dog at this point too. That's the dog Squeakers, the Pika Cockapoo. So he went off to work, and I took the chicken out of the freezer and put it out. So he calls me around lunchtime on his lunch, asks me how things were going at home, and I said they're going good. And he goes, well, did you take the chicken out? I said, yes, I did, but I have to keep checking on it to make sure the dog isn't eating the chicken. And there was a pause, and I can feel you laughing. And
I can't help it. It's
then he
funny.
says, why would the dog be eating the chicken if it's on the counter? I said, it's not on the counter, it's outside. And he goes, what do you mean it's outside? I said, you told me to put the chicken out. You put the dog out, so you put the chicken out. So I had it on the front steps. I had it on the front steps of our trailer house, and when I'd put the dog outside, I would chain him up in the front yard. So I had to keep checking on the chicken to make sure that the dog wasn't eating the frozen chicken on the steps. Long pause, and then hysterical laughter on his end. I didn't see what was so funny. Okay, you put the dog out, you put the chicken out. So he said, no, you put the chicken on the kitchen counter. You take the chicken out. I said, that's not what you said. You told me to put the chicken out. So, stories of laughter. Should I also tell about my other mishap with cooking when it came to hamburger pie?
Oh, I don't know if that story's so much funny as it is cringy, but sure.
Okay, I don't know where we had found this recipe. Again, this is back in the trailer house. And I don't remember how much before or after the chicken story this was, but it was around the same time. And I was going to make this meal called hamburger pie. Now, no, it's not like a dessert pie. It was like a meal. So it had everything that you would, like a 3-course meal in one dish.
Kind of like a chicken pot pie.
Like a hot dish or a casserole, whatever.
Or chicken
So
pot pie.
it had like hamburger and potatoes and vegetables and different ingredients in this hamburger pie. Well, one of the ingredients was I was supposed to put in 1/2 cup of chopped onions. Well, we didn't have any onions at the time, but we had onion salt. So, yeah, I can tell you guys are already going, oh my God, yes. So, I take the onion salt, thinking onion, and I start pouring it into or sprinkling it into the 1/2 cup. And I'm like, this is going to take forever because it had the little holes in the top. So I took the whole thing off and I started pouring it into the 1/2 cup. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So about a 1/4 cup, I'm like, this looks like an awful lot. So I'll just leave it at that. So it's a 1/4 cup of onion salt. So I continued making it, and their father came home, and we were ready to sit down for dinner. And so he dished up some for Clary, and he dished himself up some, and then he handed it to me. So I started dishing myself up some of this delicious hamburger pie. He took one bite, took it away from Clary immediately, and she started crying because she thought she did something wrong and she was hungry. And I'm like, what is going on? He goes, what did you put in this? And I said, the ingredients that the recipe called for. He's like, well, like what? And I said, well, hamburger and potatoes and tomato sauce and onion salt. And he goes, wait a minute, you used what? I said, onion salt. Oh. He said when he took that bite, it was like taking a spoonful of salt and putting it in his mouth. So needless to say, we had Domino's pizza for dinner that night rather than the hamburger pie. And I learned my lesson. Remember, I was only 19. I didn't do most of the cooking when I was growing up. It was my mom that did all the cooking. So,
Yeah, but you could have participated.
I'll make sure I teach you not to cook and not make it a.
well, I've learned my lesson.
I'm a terrible cook.
I learned my lesson.
I'm a better baker than I am a cook.
Yeah, she makes a mean peanut butter brownie. Although I can make peanut butter brownies too. They're really good. It's basically you make the brownies like you normally would, and then you have like 4 or 5 ingredients for the frosting of it, which is the peanut butter part. And it's like peanut butter and cream cheese and powdered sugar,
Butter and milk.
butter, and milk. And you mix it all together, and it's really good. Really, really good. We should make a cooking show sometime.
If you wanna make this yourself, it's 3 cups of powdered sugar, half a cup of peanut butter, 1/4 cup of butter, 3 tablespoons of milk, and 3 ounces of cream cheese. Mix well.
We got to use.
And then you frost it over the cooled brownies. They're really good.
Mixers.
Really
She
good.
said
And
which
if you
one?
want, you can melt chocolate chips with milk, I think, or
I don't
something.
know how that works.
And you
I
can
don't
kind
make
of
that.
glaze that over the top if you want to.
I think that's overkill, so I don't do that.
It's like a 1/4 cup of chocolate chips, though, so it's not a lot.
I don't know if it's with milk or butter.
Are you
though.
sure it's a 1/4 cup?
Chocolate chips, yes.
Onion salt? No.
No. No onion salt. So, I am working on doing some research of my family tree, which I have come up with quite a bit, but still working on it. And now that I'm off of work until March, at most, hopefully January, although it doesn't seem possible that I'll be going back to work in January.
Yeah, it's like 5 days away, 6 days away,
Well,
and you're
not until the 19th.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, but if your shoulder's still hurting that bad,
Well, it's only, I think it's because I'm not using it much. Like, you want to know what my days are like, you guys? Okay, so this is my days. I get up, I make my chocolate shake, my Slim Fast chocolate shake. I go back to bed. I basically spend my entire day in my bedroom. And I play Happy Color and watch videos all day long. Now, yes, I could get out of the house because now I did get my tire fixed. Turns out that the rim was corroded, so I did get my tire fixed. Sea Dog helped me with that. It wasn't as low as I thought it was when I went out to look at it one day. So I was able to drive it over to the tire place, and they fixed it, and so it's working better now. But yeah, and so I am able to get out, and it has been pretty nice. But then I just don't feel like going anywhere because it's cloudy like this. And the SAD is kind of kicking in and everything, so it's like I just don't feel like going anywhere. And then on days that I kind of want to go somewhere, then it's freezing cold. So it's going to be like in the 30s and 40s this week. But then come the weekend, it's going to be like, it goes from like 30 degrees to 9 degrees above. And then it goes back up to the 20s next week. But welcome to Minnesota.
temperature fluctuations.
Mini no place, Minnesota. What?
Wash your mouth out with soap.
Do what to who?
Wash your mouth out with soap.
Because snow
What,
is a
Minnesota?
curse word in Minnesota.
I'm saying it within the word Minnesota.
Cursing.
Whatever. Whatever.
Oh, are we going back to Lethal Weapon 4 now?
Any of the lethal weapons, really.
You know what they do in the drive-thru? You in the drive-thru.
Yeah.
Get you in the drive-thru, yeah.
They know you won't go back, so they.
And the cell phone.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh,
What?
and it makes me completely insane! Bing, 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 bing. Reference to the movie French Kiss with Meg Ryan and Kevin Kline.
It is a pretty funny movie.
So, I wanted to ask you about the ears today. Why are you not wearing antlers?
I don't
It's Christmas.
have any, and this keeps my hair out of my face.
Okay.
And I'm a wolf. It's winter.
Yeah, for any of you that don't understand that, she's a furry.
Please educate yourselves. We are not all freaks.
I didn't say you were a freak. I was just informing those people that don't know. And hi to Abby. And hi to Diana
Who are Abby and Diana?
from work. You probably don't know Abby, but you would know Diana.
Who's Diana?
She works upstairs.
Deanna.
Deanna, whatever. So she said that she would watch my videos too.
Her, I know, yes.
Yes. So. And let's show everybody your beautiful ring.
I don't know if you can
Isn't
see
that a
it.
pretty ring? And no babies yet. No babies.
I didn't start it this time.
I didn't say you did.
Not quite yet. No babies in there yet. They gotta find a place to live first. They're working on it.
Yeah, it's been hard going. Finding a
But
job
we're gonna
that'll
keep
pass
it
well enough.
positive today. So
Yes.
let's see. What other things did we talk about in that
You
other video?
started it.
What are you, 5 today?
He did reference that other video. Mr. President, I don't know what you heard, but whatever it is, Jefferson started it.
Sorry, we're
Reference
big
to
ham heads.
Hamilton.
We're big ham heads.
I have no evidence of that at
Oh
all.
my god, please stop.
You've never seen that?
He's joking.
Have you ever seen Hamilton though?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hamilton
can you think
is
of
one
any
of the
funny
greatest
stories?
movies of all time. I love it, but it has no talent.
I don't know what you're referencing to, but get to the chopper.
You don't
my
recognize that
goodness,
voice,
stop.
Mom?
It's Trump.
Oh, we're not talking about Nikolai Carpathia today. We are not talking about Nikolai Carpathia today
Stop it.
because we're keeping things light.
Yes.
And that is a very interesting cup. It looks like a
Milk carton.
milk jug or something.
Yeah, it's supposed
What's
to.
in it?
G Fuel.
G Fuel?
Is that how it comes, or did you buy the cup separately?
The cup comes separately.
No, that came with a box set.
It came with
But-
a box set, but it didn't come with the liquid in it.
So this
So
thing,
this
this is what we're talking about.
the liquid that's in it, it's kind of like your shake mix. You just shake it up.
Okay, but when you buy this drink, does it come like this, or
No.
You
the,
gotta mix it yourself.
the cup comes separately?
Yeah.
So the cup comes by itself,
Well, it comes in a box set, but yes.
or whatever this you want to call this carton.
Shaker. It's a shaker.
Interesting. So since it's Christmas, can you kind of push me forward a little bit, please? Okay. Gotta be very careful. I thought maybe we could do. Make sure it's not the music. So, oh, I don't have any. I don't have the batteries in it. I don't think I have batteries in that one either. I don't know if I have batteries in this one or not either. Doesn't feel like I do. No, I don't have batteries in this. But anyway, this is something that Sea Dog gave me a couple years ago. And when you put batteries in the bottom, it lights up, and then there's like a little fan in there that, I don't know if you can tell that there's glitter in there, and it swirls it around, and then it kind of, the fan stops and the glitter kind of goes down, and then the fan starts up again. And it doesn't play music or anything, but it's really pretty.
You did give her that one. I gave her the cardinal one.
No, I thought he gave me the cardinal one the year before.
No, I gave you that one.
So anyway, there's another one. I'm kind of into cardinals because of my grandfather. But this one kind of, it also lights up, and it spins the glitter around in there too, and there's cardinals in there. And it's, if you push it one way, it plays Christmas tunes, and if you push it the other way, it doesn't. But I don't have batteries in it right now, so.
Anyway,
But
what were you thinking with those?
story.
Oh,
Funny stuff?
I could probably tell you about 50 different stories about the crazy people at the bar, but that's
No, we're gonna talk about like family stories.
yeah, I got nothing.
Anything about Rainbow or Lucky
Miss Rainbow.
that you can think of that? would
Oh,
be
do you
funny?
remember when we got her to go absolutely bonkers in the living room that one time, and she was like running around like crazy?
Was this after a bath?
No, I don't remember what we were doing. It wasn't after a bath. It wasn't like when Lucky and like we'd give him a bath and we'd dry him off, and then we'd have to yell incoming, and he would literally around
God.
the apartment.
I do have a video of that. I'm gonna have to find that and maybe upload that to you guys so you guys can see how crazy he gets. I mean, most dogs are like that when they come out of the bathroom or the bathtub and they come flying around and then they like rub themselves all over the ground and stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Every
He was
freaking
hysterical.
time. We had to trap him into the bathroom in order to get him in the tub in the first place.
Yeah.
Because he hated baths. Rainbow loved it, but
Lucky wasn't really a dog.
he really wasn't.
He wasn't a typical dog. He didn't like. Okay,
He
so
didn't
when
like
we
baths.
had
He didn't
Rainbow,
like
we got
walks.
Rainbow a year before we got Lucky.
I'm sorry.
And then we would take the dogs out for a walk. So they got along, for the most part, they got along really well, unless I was holding Lucky. Strange thing. But if I was holding Rainbow, Lucky would be fine. If I was holding Lucky and Rainbow walked 5 feet in front of me, he would turn into a rabid pit bull and start a fight. Every single time.
Yeah, eventually we had to get the baskets out and trap one of them.
Yeah, I figured that out one day when I was by myself. But anyway, he would take walks with Rainbow. But when Rainbow had her puppies and all of them died, we had to keep her home because she was recuperating from having puppies. And she ended up with 9 puppies. She was a Lhasa, and Lhasas usually have between 3 and 5 puppies. And she had 9. So all the puppies died. The last one was born alive, died 24 hours later, and she almost died. And so when I'd have to take Lucky for a walk, I would drag him behind me. This is down in Rockford, Illinois. I would drag him behind me for half the walk, and I'd have to pick him up and walk about halfway down the street until we were far enough away from the house to where I could put him down, and then he would walk fine. And then when we come around the corner, we'd walk kind of like a block. And then when we came around the corner, then he was dragging me because he had to get home to see Rainbow. So, yeah, that
He
was...
was a very weird dog.
He was. And he was afraid of everything. I mean, everything. I would show him my elbow when he ran across the room.
Yeah.
He was a weird dog. And let me tell you, okay, if you go back and watch some of my older videos that have him in it, like I think I put one up where I was taking a walk and I wanted to see what he would do. So I put the video camera on the floor in my apartment, and then I took a walk and I videotaped him, and he literally sat by the door till I got home. I mean, he kind of walked in and out of frame, and then he eventually ended up at the door. And he got all excited when he saw me come home. I was going somewhere with that story, and I just lost my mind. I lost my mind. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, brain fart. Can you think of any Christmas stories? Since it is Christmas tomorrow, technically.
No.
Nothing. Why do I
Besides
have
the
nothing?
broccoli.
The broccoli? Well, now you have to tell that story.
I'll say says I'm a really huge broccoli fan, so
I am not.
and then what's your puppy crave when you get pregnant?
Anyway,
Because your husband loves broccoli.
get to the point.
So anyways, I was saying like I was a complete broccoli nut when I was a kid, and then so every year we always go to my grandpa's house, and he always had broccoli all the time. And then we ate all the broccoli because it was me. I think my middle brother loved broccoli. Then I want to say my eldest brother liked broccoli, but I'm not quite sure on that. So anyways, all the broccoli was gone, and my grandpa had one piece of broccoli on his plate, and I'm sitting there going like, I'm just eyeballing this piece of broccoli. And then after everybody's talking, I go, Grandpa, with a straight face, are you gonna eat that? And he goes, yes, I am.
Oh my God.
Just shoved it right in his mouth and goes like, well, I guess I'd make more broccoli next year.
Oh no.
So then that day forward, ever since
Funny story.
then, he always made a big bowl of broccoli just for me.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
And so
when
it's
I was-
always really hard this year Christmas, because stubborn old Sweden died on Christmas Day, you know. So it's like, yeah, 2004 is when we lost him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So yeah.
Yeah, when I was living in Amarillo, Nadine, my cousin that I was living with, decided she was going to make dinner one night. She loved to cook. Oh my God, this woman had so many cookbooks. I don't think there was a cookbook made in this country from the beginning of time until then, 2021, that she did not have on her shelf. And basically, they collected dust because she never took them off. She just had to have all these cookbooks, but she never really cooked anything from them. She was going to make a YouTube video or a YouTube channel where she was going to call herself Elizabeth Christine because she said if she ever had a daughter, that's what she wanted to name her daughter. And she loves to cook, but she never cooked. So this one night she was cooking this meal, and I thought, okay, so I was in my bedroom or in the bedroom that I was in when I was living with her, and she said it was time for dinner. So I came out and she had made tater tots, and the tater tots had this green speck in them, and I'm like, oh, what is that? Thought maybe it was parsley or something. She goes, oh, that's cauliflower. And I'm thinking to myself, cauliflower is white, not green. So I took one bite. It was broccoli. I cannot stand broccoli. So I spit it out, and I made a really funny face, and her son could not stop laughing. And I didn't think it was that funny, but they thought it was hysterical. So she learned really quick, don't give Chloe any broccoli, ever.
Yeah, I hate broccoli too.
Because to me, broccoli tastes like grass.
Same.
And I can tell you what grass tastes like because years ago when I got married to my second now ex-husband, which I may or may not include him in my journey of my family tree, just because of the way things ended with him. And again, what is with my brain? I do not have dementia, I swear to God.
You ate grass.
Okay, thank you. So we went out to California. Thank you.
He got us back on track.
Thank you. We went out to California, and of course, everybody in California eats healthy food. And we saw a family friend of his, and this guy took us to this juice bar in La Jolla area, because that's where they lived. And they had like this ornamental grass, like the big long stuff, and they grind it up, and they put it into a blender, and then they serve it to you. And it was literally grass. You're drinking grass. I took one sip and I about got sick.
Yeah, that stuff is.
It was disgusting. I don't know how people in California can drink that stuff, but well,
Probably required to.
I am a human being.
Just
I
like
am
eggnog.
not a cow. I am not a horse. I am not anything that eats grass in my diet.
Yeah, we're not ungulates
Well,
or
well.
people.
If that was the only thing to eat, I would starve.
Just like eggnog, it's a required taste.
Eggnog is delicious.
Yeah, she
Yes,
loves
it is.
eggnog.
It is too delicious.
When I was working in Maplewood, I would get one of those little milk carton kind of jugs of eggnog and drink it every day at work. And my boss was like, "How can you drink that stuff?" I'm like, "It's delicious." It is
I have to say, I've
It's
never had
scrumptious.
eggnog, so I really don't know what it tastes like. But it just, to me, just the words eggnog do not sound appetizing to me.
It's so
It's almost
Pretty-
milk like it's really.
Yeah,
thick.
pretty much what it is just egg with like evaporated milk and a few other ingredients and.
Well, this one wasn't nearly as funny as Musicals and Giggles, except for the chicken story.
and the onion salt.
And the onion salt, yes.
How about speedy delivery?
We're not telling that story.
That story was actually told at your wedding by him.
Yes,
it
but
was.
we didn't get it on video.
Yes, I did.
No, you're not posting that.
Is it?
Yes, I did.
No, you're not gonna post it.
Well, saying,
It's along with all the other speeches that were given, except for Clary's, and I don't think I didn't know that your mom was going to do a video or do a speech, so I didn't get the video of her speech either, and not because I didn't want to, but because I didn't know that she was going to give it, and she was already halfway through it before I realized that she was giving a speech, and I didn't want to just videotape half of it, so. But yes,
Well,
I
maybe
did
somebody
get that.
videotaped it.
I did get those stories on video.
You're not posting
Both of them.
that.
Both of them. Including the one from your dad, too.
Oh God.
He did the same one from Allison's wedding, right?
Yeah.
From Clary's, yeah. So I'll tell that story to you guys before my battery dies too. When all the kids were little, and their dad and I had moved to Champlin, Minnesota. We were living in a house at that point, an actual house. He was, again, working during the day. I think at that point I was working at night, and so I spent most of the day with the kids, and they were very small. When I got divorced from them, Clary was 10, and Sea-Dog wasn't quite 5, I don't think, because it was in 90, no,
96, right?
you would have been, no,
was
I
in
divorced him in
97.
97, so you would have been
5.
you would have been 5. You wouldn't have been quite 6 yet.
Yep.
So, anyway, they were very young. So, one day, I told the kids to go up and clean their room. So I'm downstairs, I think folding clothes or something, watching Oprah or something, and their dad comes home. And he goes, "Hey, what are the kids doing?" I said, "Oh, they're upstairs cleaning the room." He goes, "Are you sure about that?" I said, "Yeah." Told him to go up and clean the room. He goes, "Come here." He brings me outside, walks me around the front of the house. Now, this house was like a 4-level house, so it was like a split level. So you walked in on like the 3rd level of the house, basically. So the level you walked in on had the living room and the kitchen on it. You'd walk up a small set of stairs. There were 3 bedrooms upstairs and a bathroom. You'd walk down a set of stairs. There was like a family room that we converted into our bedroom, and then a small bathroom around the corner. And then you'd go down another set of stairs to like the laundry room and the furnace area and stuff like that. The basement, if you will. So the basement was underneath the living room, and the family room was underneath where the bedrooms were. So he walks me around the side of the house, and here I'm seeing clothes flying out of the upstairs bedroom window. And I went in the house, and their dad went in the house, and we both went upstairs, and pretty much everything was out of the bedroom, except for the furnace, or the furnace, yeah, she's covering her head.
The mattress?
The mattress from the bed, the dresser, and Sea-Dog. He was the next one to go out the window.
Baby brother.
Baby brother. So we made the kids go outside and get there.
I bet her face is cherry red.
I've been looking at the camera the whole time. I didn't realize that she had her face covered.
Thank you for sparing my life, sister.
So that story was told at both Clary's wedding and at her wedding. And if Sea-Dog gets married, I'm sure it'll be told at his wedding as well by their dad.
Well, how would it be funny on my part? I was a victim.
That's true. But he'd still tell it, I'm sure.
Because
Because you were still part of it. You were the next one out the window.
Funny stories about me.
But
Apparently, I think a real river is compared to a lazy river.
yeah.
I wasn't there for that particular story.
Yeah, we all have those plenty of funny stories. I'll tell you that much.
Oh my
I
gosh.
remember when we used to play flashlight tag when we went camping.
How about the time you quadruple dog dared him to jump out the window?
I did not. Okay, here's the story. Clary was.
Well, we've used her real name too.
Clary was in the bathroom taking a shower or something. I don't remember what she was doing. But this one came up to me. Sea-Dog came up to me and asked me to dare him to do it. I said, I'm not gonna dare you to do it. If you want to jump, that's on you. I did not dare him to do that. Our cousins were terrible influences on him.
Words.
Shut up.
Now, here's my side of the story of that. This was when they were living up in St. Cloud with their dad. And at the time, I was also living up in the same apartment complex, but not in the same building. So I didn't even know any of this was going on. It may have been before I moved up there. I may have been living in Elgin with Psycho Dude at the time, but
Yeah, I don't.
we
think you
won't
were
talk
there.
about him.
I don't think you were there for this.
I
one.
don't remember if I was living up there or not, but it was around the same time because I was only living with Psycho Dude for 3 months, from January through March.
Well, this would have been in the summer because he cut his lip on a rock after he slipped on it.
Well, then I would have.
Okay.
I would have been there.
I'll tell the one story and that's it. Allison was taking a shower. Sorry, Clary, whatever.
Whatever.
I know said
We've
names
known.
before.
We've used her real name
Yes,
before.
Clary was taking a shower. Me and
Silver Star.
Shadow-
Silver Star.
Oh, Silver,
Silver
Star.
Star.
Sorry.
Star Shadow, whatever. She's used so many different names
you
on my
change your name
channel.
more than you change clothes.
I'll agree with that.
Thanks.
I'll
Anyway,
agree
comment.
with that.
I'm on the balcony with her, and I get this idea in my head after I see this rock on the ground, and I think I can jump past it. Now we're living on the second story of what, a 3-story?
Thought you guys were living on the 3rd floor.
No,
we
we
were
were
on the second floor.
To give a little bit of backstory here, our cousins used to jump off the deck all the time. They were terrible influences on him.
Yeah.
On all of you, really.
So I turned to her and I said, "Dare me to jump off this balcony?" And she said, "No." Then I said, "Do it." She's like, "I dare you." And then I told her to double dog dare me. So
And that was where I
she
drew the
double dog
line.
dared
I
me.
did
then
not.
I told her to triple dog dare me. And then,
I did not.
and then quadruple dog. The ultimate one, whatever. So she quadruple dog dared me to jump off the balcony after being annoyed and giving up and like, okay, fine, I'll play along.
Okay,
whatever.
speedy delivery.
So
Let's
I climb
not tell
over
that
the
story.
railing and I jump. I made it past the rock, but I landed on my feet and my butt. My feet bounced off the ground and my knee hit me right in the mouth.
Ouch.
Yeah, Dad was
My
furious.
teeth busted open my lips from the inside and I started bleeding everywhere.
I can tell a funny story about Clary,
Oh, do it.
and it has nothing to do with the head lice. I'm not telling that story.
She'd kill us.
She killed me for that. No, this is when she was really
What she
young.
doesn't know won't hurt her.
This is, yeah, well, she watches my videos too. So, anyway,
Does she though?
when she was young, before I got divorced from their dad, she decided, or I think I sent her in to go to the bathroom, to go potty. And somehow, she was super young. I don't think Sea Dog was born yet, and she may have been just a baby. I don't remember. So she's in the bathroom for a really long time. And I know at one point your dad came into this. And I went to check on her in the bathroom, and the door was locked.
Oh, that's never a good sign.
So we're trying to get her, because it was one of those locks where on the inside of the door it had the little line thing that you turn. Not on the doorknob itself, but like, not where you push the doorknob and turn the doorknob, but it's like in the middle of the doorknob.
Yep.
So it's like one of those that you just take your fingers and turn it. And she had turned it. We were trying to figure out to tell her how to turn it the other way, and she was not getting it. So eventually, your dad took a nail, because on the outside of the doorknob was a hole.
Sure.
So he could stick the nail in there and unhinge the door. It was still locked, but he was able to get it so we could at least open the door. Oh my gosh, it was... I don't know how she did that.
Or like the one time where she accidentally called the cops.
I was just going to tell that story too. So again, in Champlin, this is all happening in Champlin. So she was over a year and a half, I know that. I sent her upstairs to take a nap in my bed. So I'm downstairs, it's in the middle of the summer. I'm downstairs watching Oprah and folding laundry, and I had the front door open because it was a beautiful day out. So I'm thinking she's sound asleep. All of a sudden, knock, knock, knock on the door. I turn, and there's a cop at the door. I'm like, the heck? So I thought something had happened in the neighborhood. So I'm like, hello? And they're like, yeah, is everything okay here? And I'm like, I'm sitting here on the floor by myself, watching Oprah and folding clothes. Do you think there's a problem? And I said, yeah, everything's fine. Why? And they said, well, we got a 911 call from this house. I'm like, I didn't call 911. He goes, do you have anybody else here? I said, well, my daughter's upstairs in bed sleeping. And they said, are you sure about that? I'm like, well, let me go check. So I go upstairs, and here's Clary, sitting up in bed. And I said, and the cops stayed downstairs in the living room. And I turned to Clary and I said, oh, you're up. She goes, yeah. I said, did you call the police? And she goes, no, I was trying to call Grandma. And I said, well, what happened? Did Grandma answer the phone? She goes, no, they said 911, so I hung up. I'm like, okay. So I said, well, the police officers are here. She goes, oh, really? And she comes out, and then she sees the police officers at the bottom of the stairs. Then she hides behind my legs, thinking that she was in big trouble, which she wasn't. We all thought it was kind of funny. I mean, sure, a lot of cops get 911 calls from little children. And so they said apparently she was trying to call her grandma and called 911 instead. And so he explained to her that, by her doing that, it was preventing him from catching people that might be the bad guys. And so to never try to call Grandma again without Mommy or Daddy helping her help dial the phone. So there's that story. Which she really got scared with that.
Or like the one time when you were in labor with me and she was out in the hall with Grandma. It's the alligator.
At this point,
That one's on video too.
if Clary, yes, that one's on video. I don't know where it is. It might be on a VHS tape.
It is
so
on the VHS. I don't think we ever got it converted.
For
to
anyone
digital.
younger than millennial age, VHS is pre-DVD.
yeah, way pre-DVD.
What's a VHS?
Yeah, I've got VHS tapes over there. So anyway,
Good luck finding
the
a
day
workable
she was
VCR.
born,
I have one.
she is now killing me for this if she's watching this. Sorry, you weren't here. So, anyway, did say stories and laughter. Day she was born, this one, Clary was 3 years old. And so my mother, I obviously gotten done giving birth to her, so they took her down to the nursery and was weighing her and checking her stats and all that stuff. And Daddy was down there with her, And so my mom and dad were there, and my dad was filming, and they were looking at all the babies through the windows, and my mom was, showing, oh, look at this baby, look at that baby, and all this stuff. And then you hear this ding in the background that was the elevator. And Clary goes, oh, like this, and my mom goes, oh, what was that? And she goes, it's the alligator. And my mom says, the alligator? She goes, yeah. She goes, no, elevator. She goes, yeah. She goes, let's go see. So then years later, when Clary was dating this other guy from Illinois, way before she met her husband, she had to say goodbye to him because he had to fly back home. So we were in the airport, and we were going up an escalator, and I came up with a cute little ditty.
I don't know where this came from, honestly.
It just popped into my head. Okay. I'm going up the escalator and down the elevator just to see my pet alligator. She did not appreciate that, but every time we're around her and I think about it, I sing the song, and she just rolls her eyes and like, mother. So.
Taught her to laugh for about 10 seconds, and then she was mad.
Yeah. Yeah. So hopefully, the next time we do this, we'll have more stories, more funny stories with him. And maybe next time, Sea Dog won't mind being on camera instead of across the room.
Well, I kind of do still have one funny one, but people would have to know. Say, long story short, my father that I know, that's my Well, we haven't gotten the DNA test for it yet, but he was making firecracker, cracker balls. Once you throw on the ground, they go pop. He wanted to make a bigger one, and then it went off, and then he had one hand his rest of his life. So for years and years and years, he always say he was with my uncle one day. He goes, hey David, do you mind giving me a hand? He goes, so the whole entire bar went quiet, and then he goes, sorry, the last time I lent it out, I never got it back. And then so years you can never get him with all those jokes. So he always said the one-handed guy can do it.
Yeah.
So leave it to me.
You gonna go? All right, everybody say bye to Sea Dog.
Later, Sea Dog. See you at home.
Just give me one Sea Dog,
Come on, one.
please. Please.
Nope.
Please.
Nope. You can have those cookies if you want.
All right, thank you. Thanks for trying to get the license plate. And you said you put the other one in my car?
Yeah, the front
Okay.
one's on, the new front one's on, the back one I couldn't get though.
Okay.
Anyway, back to Driftway's story.
Anyway, sorry.
So
Bye.
anyways, just like I say, before the whole interruptions, and like I told you to say, for years he always said the one-handed guy can do it. And then I was probably maybe about 10, maybe 12, when they actually went shopping, got a lot of groceries. He goes to me, he goes, hey Drafay Wolf, can you come get the door? I'm like, and this was during summertime, so the door was wide open, we had the screen door open and everything, and I'm sitting there standing there going like, what, I thought the one-handed guy can do it. And then it's just like, shut up and open the door. And then meanwhile, my mother's in the kitchen just cracking up by Elbeef saying, so I'll remember that day. I'm the one that made him eat his words.
That's funny.
Because he had our kids, he had bags full on this hand, and then
The stump.
and on the stump he had bags on that hand, so so I made him eat his words that day. So I'll hold that one to it.
That's funny. Well, I'll end with a Christmas story. And then I gotta watch my battery life because I'm sure I'm getting close to the end of my battery life because it's probably been about an hour.
Maybe it's deleted.
So when I was a little girl, I was a big tomboy. Big time tomboy. So, like July, August, I was big into Matchbox cars. So it was around that time that my parents would always have us write out our Christmas lists because Santa, of course, has to have enough time to get everybody's Christmas gifts. So I told them I wanted a Matchbox toy. Like at the time they had like these plastic. I don't know what you call them. It kind of was like fabric on the outside, and then like it had the plastic container on the inside where you could put a bunch of little Matchbox cars in them, and I think it had like removable ones, so it was like a 2 or 3 stacks high.
So
It was
it's
maybe
a
about
plastic
like
carrying case.
that big. Yeah, kind of like a carrying case. So I wanted one of those for Christmas. So as it got closer to Christmas, all of a sudden my likes had changed to where I wanted like Barbie dolls. And so Christmas came, and Santa brought me the Matchbox carrying case. And I opened it up and I'm like, oh, okay. Like I wasn't very excited, and my parents were like, why aren't you excited about this? I said, why did I get Matchbox cars? And they're like, because you asked Santa for those. I went, oh, I did? I couldn't remember asking for Matchbox cars, but I think the reason I was such a tomboy is because I'm 4 years younger than my next older sister, and they kind of are all around the same age, and all of our cousins, all the female cousins are more their age than my age, and I had 2 cousins on my mom's side because we didn't really see my dad's side of the family much. He only had one brother that had like 7 kids, literally 7 or 9 kids, and then he's got a sister that's 13 years younger than him that has 2 kids, but we didn't really see them that much. And so it was always my mom's side of the family at Christmas time. And the 2 cousins that were closer to my age were boys, one from each of her brothers. So even they were cousins with each other. So I think that's why I was such a tomboy growing up, because I spent time with my male cousins, whereas my sister spent time with the female cousins. So that's why I was such a tomboy.
I remember the one Christmas you got us all tickets to go see Jeff Dunham, and we spent the entire month trying to figure out what they were.
Just you and Clary, not Sea Dog. I think he was.
Oh no, he was right there with us, just never when you guys were in the room.
No, but I didn't get tickets for him.
Yes, you did.
No, because he never went.
Wasn't he with us?
No, I don't think so.
I could have swore he was with us, or was this his senior year?
Maybe
of high
he
school?
was. Maybe he was down in Florida at that time. I don't remember, but I don't remember.
Yeah, we spent
I don't
literally
remember
an
taking
entire
him with
month
us.
because like she put on the envelope like just initials and friends, and me and Clary spent like the
JD
entire
and friends, yeah.
the entire month trying to figure out what the heck was in these envelopes. Like, what did she get? What did you get us here? Like, what are the concert tickets? What the heck is in here? We tried holding them up to the light. It didn't work. Yeah, we spent the entire month just wasting our time trying to figure out what was in the envelopes.
Yeah, because I know he didn't go to the concert because I've got pictures of us at the show, and it was just you, me, and Clary.
I don't know why I
So
thought he
no,
was part of it, but
I don't think he was.
I often get my years mixed up.
But that was the second time I had seen Jeff Dunham, and both times I felt sick to my stomach at the end of the show because I had been laughing so freaking hard.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
He
Not
is
quite as funny as
hysterical.
Fluffy.
I've never seen him in person.
Sea Dog got tickets from
Yeah, you
his
guys
work,
went,
and
like,
we
Mystic Lake or
went
something,
with
right?
a couple of his friends, either to TI or Mystic Lake, and yeah, that was a pretty funny concert.
For those of you that are from out of state, TI means Treasure Island.
Yeah, sorry. And actually, our old coworker from the Golden Valley store, Jonathan, was there with his girl. And
For a second, I thought you were going to say the name. I'm like, don't say the name of the store. Yeah, the retail store I work at there's several locations.
throughout the Midwest.
Yeah.
It's a Midwest only store. It's not like Home Depot, but well, similar to Home Depot, but that is not the name of the store.
Home Depot.
Silver Star.
What? There are several different kinds of hardware stores.
You know how private I am. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and let you guys go before my battery dies. But thanks for joining us today for this stories and laughter. Hope you guys got a good laugh out of some of those stories. And we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. He likes to talk like... You know, I was watching the video of when last year when I was laid up with my foot and you came over and you were talking like Stitch. And I realized how much you sound like Bobby from Howie Mandel.
From Bobby's World?
From Bobby's World.
Fabulous Rob.
Like Bobby and Gizmo and Skeeter. He did the voices for all three of them, and they're all basically the same voice. And I'm like, he sounds like Howie Mandel. But what's funny is when the three of us went out to California, I had taken a picture of us waiting in the airport, and it was like a selfie of the three of us, and uncannily, you can't tell today, but in this one picture, he's giving this like one eyebrow look where he looks exactly like Jack Black.
Kind of.
He does look just like Jack Black in that picture.
No, everybody at the bar says
Because you have like
Jack
you
Black.
do like the one eyebrow thing, and that makes you look like Jack Black.
Everybody at the bar says Trevor looks like him.
So anyway, thank you for joining us today. We'll see you more in 2026. If I am off of work until March, I will have plenty of time to do some research. I'm looking into maybe going to the library to get some documentation. Some of it I won't be able to get because a lot of my relatives came from Europe, mostly Germany. And a lot of that information would be in Germany, and I'm not traveling there. And I'm trying to do this where I don't have to spend money for it. So I might be able to get like census records. They might have like birth certificates, death records, maybe marriage certificates or something. Although it is interesting because the other day or yesterday when Silver Star came over to give me a new printer, ink cartridge for my printer, I forgot that I have a framed copy of one of my, I think it's my great grandfather's baptismal certificate, but it's a copy of it. So I do have that to show you when I get to his story for my ancestry videos when I get to make those. So continue looking for those. Haven't quite done a lot on that yet because like I said, I basically get up and play Happy Color and watch videos, and I really need to transfer my time to doing these videos so that I can get them out to you now that I have time.
Hopefully, eventually, I'll make a new video here in the next couple of months.
Yes, we
Please
need to
subscribe to
encourage
my
her to
channel.
do something. Yes, so tell them the name of your channel so that my subscribers can become yours.
Okay, so you have to look it up this way. It's at SilverStar1336. Because if you just look up Silver Star, you find a bunch of travel videos that are not me.
So please go to her channel. She hasn't made a video in months and months, but she says that she has nothing to talk about. I said, well, you can talk about the wedding.
I did talk a little bit about that in my last video because it was after the wedding.
But shortly after, and that was in August. So
that was a short video, yeah.
So yeah, we need to get her to make more videos, and
Please, God,
so
give me ideas.
please, if any of my subscribers want some new content to watch, please go to her channel, subscribe to her,
And I'm
hit the
streaming
notification
games, too.
bell for her and for me. He does not have a YouTube channel as far
I
as
do.
I know. Oh, you do? But do you have videos?
4.
4 of them?
He does more TikTok than YouTube.
Okay.
No, I still have videos on there. I just haven't done them for a while. I was gonna try to do a few long Let's Plays of a few games, but
But yeah, she's got different kinds of videos on her channel.
Furry videos.
Mostly
and-
Pokemon.
Furry videos and Pokemon videos. I did one where I was trying to read a book to you guys, and that one tanked, so I scrapped that idea.
Well, if you keep it up, maybe more people would watch them. So anyway, head over to her channel and give her more subscribers. Last I looked, I have 308. I don't know how many you have.
77.
Well, that's still not too bad. I mean, it's better than like 7.
I
So
have
she
zilch.
would like some more subscribers. So please head over to her channel and subscribe to her as well.
Help me break that triple digits.
Yes. And I would love to have some more subscribers too. Abby, Deanna. So anyway, we're going to let you go. But have a great holiday season. And a safe New Year's. If you're going to go out drinking, please take an Uber or have a designated driver. Do not drink and drive. Please,
Yeah.
please, please.
Be smart.
Yes. And I'll be spending New Year's by myself, likely. Which is
In this
sad.
day and age, nobody's.
I have nobody. So anyway, thanks for joining us today. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and have a sunny day. Bye-bye.
Bye.